Hello everyone. Hi to all our friends, our supporters, our stakeholders, all the members of the faculty and students and even the alumni of Foundation University and of course the general community. After all, this is another Thursday and we hope that you have made Thursdays as your regular habit. We are on iGreyhound and as always we make a great effort to make sure that our episodes are something that you will be looking forward to and also find very meaningful. So for tonight's episode, friends, we have invited another illustrious alumni of Foundation University because after all, we take much pride in the fact that our alumni are now in well-placed jobs and even various endeavors, not only in the Philippines, but all over the world. Thus, may I introduce our guest for tonight's episode, friends. He is, of course, a graduate of Foundation University from the College of Hospitality Management, and he finished in 2016, but now I will allow him to tell our viewers what he has been up to. May I introduce to all our friends and our televiewers, Mr. Dave Osorio. Hi, Dave, and I'd like to say welcome back and welcome once again because we had actually met not too long ago. Hi, Dave.
Thank you so much, Ma'am, for that very warm welcome. Yes, you're correct. We met way back when I was still a student here. Way back 2013.
Yes.
I attended your power dressing seminar conducted here in FU under our department during the time with Ma'am Pidor.
Yes, very interesting. Yes, that's Marilu, no? Pidor, former dean of the College of Hospitality Management. But Dave, look at you. Where are you now? No, my gosh,
Thank
no.
you.
Nice to see you again. But this time you have a story to tell, and perhaps this is a time for our televiewers to get to know where you are now in your journey as an alumnus and as a professional.
Yeah, a lot of people actually were asking me since I'm working in the United Arab Emirates in Dubai and in Abu Dhabi. They know that these areas are actually the playground of the rich people. Tourism is really booming there. So they were asking if I'm working in the hospitality industry and knowing that I also graduated with that degree. Unfortunately not. I was working there for running 5 years this year. I was in different type of field actually due to the pandemic. No, it really created a problem on the employment, not just to me, no, but also to other OFWs there. I started working in a fast food chain as a startup, earning as little as a salary here, even in Dumaguete. No, I stayed there for quite some time. Just 3 months. Due to the pandemic, it closed down. I transferred in a different city in Abu Dhabi. Started working there as a cleaner. We don't have jobs during those times, so I do some cleaning stuff in some Western family house. There's an island there known as the Rim Island, and there's a lot of high-end condominiums, and they require a lot of cleaners. So I do the cleaning stuff there for like 3 months. And the thing is, it was pandemic. We don't have employment. We don't have food actually to buy because everything has closed down. No, even the supermarkets and the groceries that time. So a lot of our supplies were coming from the government. They're giving us free rice. They're giving us canned goods and also these noodles actually, which is not that healthy, but at least we're very thankful that they were helping us, including the Philippine Embassy there was very supportive. After that time, I landed a job in a facilities management company where we manage malls. We send out this human resource supply where we send cleaners, plumbers, what else? And a lot of people actually in malls and even in offices. I work there as an HR admin, and I report to a Tunisian manager. And you know, working with this kind of nationality and area of nationality in the UAE have created me actually of who I am right now. The resiliency of a Filipino will always prevail in the darkest of circumstance. No, that is something that I always bring with me. Something that Foundation University have honed me to be resilient, in making sure that jobs are not being just done to accomplish, but we do repeat. we don't rely on what is better, but we repeat to make it best.
Yeah, you know, your transition, in fact, Dave, is quite interesting. Here
Yeah.
you're a hotel and restaurant management graduate, but you transitioned into becoming a teacher. In fact, now you're a senior high school teacher in the UAE.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us about this particular experience, Dave.
After the work that I've done in the
Yeah.
facilities management, I transitioned into the academe. There was a chance for me to apply and go back to the field that I left here in the Philippines. I left Philippines as a senior high school teacher. So I tried to apply again there if I will qualify. Fortunately, I got the job, and for 3 years now, I'm still working on the same industry. And with the help of the Filipino community and organizations there, with the embassy and the PRC, did bring a program for a special program for licensure examination, not just for teachers but also to other professions actually. So I took this exam. It's just the LET being conducted abroad.
Yeah, okay.
And fortunately, I passed the exam, and still now working as a teacher in a Filipino school, teaching the Filipino curriculum, teaching
Yeah.
Filipino kids,
Yes.
OFW kids ng mga ano natin.
Yes,
Japan.
right,
Very
right.
happy.
Yeah, you know, this is one particular program that perhaps not many of our televiewers have heard of, the so-called licensure exam, which you took in the UAE, but you finished your something like a diploma
Yeah.
or certificate program
Yes.
in the Philippines,
In the Philippines.
right? Yes, okay.
I finished my teaching certificate program under Emilio Aguinaldo College. They're located in Paco, Maynila, during the pandemic times. So we don't have work that time, and with the minimum income coming from working as a part-time cleaner and doing such stuff, I was able to save up and paid for my tuition fee, and taking advantage also, since they don't have physical classes that is being done in the Philippines and also abroad, taking advantage into online class and distance
Online,
learning.
yeah.
I was able to finish it. Then after that, 1 month after, applied for the licensure examination for teacher, and yeah, here I am now, an LPT.
Yes, yes, great. No?
Thank
Imagine that, look at that. But it's still a circuitous journey,
Yeah.
right? Because after all, you're in a foreign land. But
Yes.
we're interested, Dave, because you are a product of Foundation University. How do Filipinos, no, in general, and you as a Foundationite, like pit yourself, no, side by side, not against, of course, no, side by side with other nationals who may be in the same profession as yours, whether it's in the academe or even in the hospitality and restaurant management endeavor?
That's actually a very nice question, because I do believe that with the trainings that I have here in Foundation University when I was still a student, it created me as a person that really knows how to handle stress and pressure, and especially knowing that I'm in a country where majority is Arab or Arabs, and also Indians, Pakistans, and Bangladesh, and we're just on the fourth in line on the biggest
I
population
see.
there.
Filipinos.
The Filipinos.
Okay.
And the competition is very big,
Yeah.
but with the trainings that we have, knowing that the Philippine curriculum is teaching us to be more resilient and to stay grounded with the core that we are believing that we can offer something to the community. This is something that we can really be proud of. No, the resiliency of the Filipino, the resiliency of the Foundationite. That no matter what problems that will occur, we always do things. As I mentioned a while ago, we don't just settle for less.
Yeah.
We repeat and do the things that are best as we could. I'm so happy actually that I have a group there who are graduates of Foundation University also.
Wow.
They're working
Yeah.
in Dubai in one of the biggest hotels and one of the biggest flower shop there, Clifford Ligutom.
Wow, yeah, you can mention their names,
Yeah,
yeah.
and the rest of the foundation team. We call ourselves
How
Foundation team
nice, how
because
nice.
there's a lot of actually students before Foundation
Yes,
University
yes.
that are now working there in hotels
Okay.
and in flower shop, and even in one of the VIP family. We'll not just mention the name
Yes,
of
yes.
VIP family because they're working there as a personal assistant to these high-ranking
Yes.
officials
Yes, yes.
in the government, and they're coming from Foundation
Wow.
University.
Yes, we ought to reach out to them,
Yes.
no? Because we're in the process actually of building up once again our network.
And I think
among
one of
alumni.
the
Yeah.
things, ma'am, that really would give Foundationites and the Filipinos compared to other nationalities is how we communicate
yeah,
and how we listen carefully to details.
Yeah.
We do not just listen and just listen, but we comprehend.
Okay.
That's one thing that I really am proud of being a Filipino there. With the experiences that we have with other nationalities, this is something that, even though it's small, it's a little thing actually, no? But there in a country that you are foreign and English is not their first language.
Okay.
For us, it's actually an edge, actually.
Okay, so that's an advantage,
An
no?
advantage.
Our excellent skills
Yes.
in communication.
Yes, in communication.
What do you remember, Dave, about your years, the years that you spent here at Foundation, especially that I'm pretty certain you may also be active, no, in the activities that we have here. Tell us about some memorable, maybe you can pick out one or two memorable experiences as a student here.
Yeah, I've actually have a lot
Yeah.
of memorable experience, but what really stands out the most that I can't forget is the preparation for the Frolex. We call it Frolex before,
at the time, no? Yes, yes, yes.
What do you call it
now?
now?
We call it Kasadyaan
Festival. Yeah.
Yes. How
Kasadyaan
nice,
Festival.
no? Yeah.
Unfortunately, during my time, I was an officer. We're not allowed to join any dance competition
okay.
because we were the one who's going to prepare for the snacks
okay.
and auxiliary services for our classmates. So it was one of the most memorable event because we go home late, we prepare for the props, for the parada, we create our own props before, you know. As much as possible, we are trying to maximize the budgets that are given to us and the expo,
Yes,
the
the
yearly
expo.
expo that
Yes,
we've been
and
doing.
we still have that.
Yeah, I've seen actually the post in FU actually.
Yes, yes.
The expos that we're doing because we're not allowed to set up the decoration for the expo in the morning, so we need to wait until Robinsons will close,
Yes.
and that's the time that we can go and start with the
so
preparation.
you have been a part, of the
Yes.
digital expo.
Yeah, I've been part of the expo before during my time. I served for the hospitality management club for like 2 years as a president. So I've been working also with the student leaders here in other departments as an SG member as well.
Okay, and I understand, Dave, we were talking about your experience here also, and you were a scholar, a recipient of a generous scholarship from one of our alumni.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can tell us about this too.
It was actually a program with Alumni Association of Foundation University. It's a funded scholarship. And I would like to say thank you so much to Ma'am Rosemary Fabrada Dahir.
Okay.
She actually is the one who provide me the funds, the benefactor for the last 2 years of my studies here in Foundation University. I've met her once during an event here in Foundation University, but that's the first. I'm not sure if we could meet again because she's working also and stationed in a foreign country as well.
Yeah.
But I'm really proud and happy that such things are being done, and as I always remember my mentor in UA now, you always need to pay it forward.
Okay.
Maybe not now in the near future because I'm really inspired of what these people are doing. Now what these people are doing, sharing their blessings to other people that are unfortunate. And as I've always hear this one with the speeches of the FU president, that FU is being built to cater those students whose only passport to life is education.
Yes, right.
I can't quote the person, but I always hear this one here.
It's the essence, the essence of that particular message.
Yes.
Okay. And I think you yourself, you're a living example
thank you so
of
much.
somebody whose only passport, as you had mentioned, is education. In other words, let me also phrase it this way, Dave. When you were about to finish high school, did you immediately think of Foundation University? How did you hear of Foundation University? And why hospitality and restaurant management?
I live in a hinterland, and during that time, communication is not that very common using phones, social media. I didn't know about Foundation University. I seldom go to Dumaguete. I live in Barangay Calumbuyan in Bayawan City. And the first time I've heard about Foundation University is through their campaign. They went to my school. They bring this TV
Yeah.
with the cabinet
Yes, yes.
during that time.
Oh, with
and
the TV with the cabinet.
yeah,
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
they were being that time, and I was very participative with the questions that they were asking. I was very intrigued with the programs that they are presenting to us, the scholarships, the program specifically of the hospitality management.
Yeah.
That's the time that I said to myself that I want to go to this school. I want to go to this school. So it was actually a problematic year for my family because that time, 1 month before the start of the school year, we were looking for financial things to provide for my tuition fee because we were just out in the hospital. My grandfather was in the hospital, and going to the hospital, we met an accident, and I was there on the ambulance. Actually, this is my second life, thank you God.
My gosh,
And yeah, we were having a lot of troubles during the time of who and how can we pay this tuition fee.
You were in your last year in high school already?
Yes, I was in my last year in high school and trying to enroll here in Foundation University. My parents told me that I think we can't afford that time to go to a state university. I was checking on their programs, but still the program that is being offered here really strikes me the most. And I think if I'm going to start schooling here and finish it here, well, I think it could be someone in the near future. And I haven't failed. It haven't failed until now.
Yeah, right.
That decision that I made.
Yes, yes. And it was the first course, no?
Yes, it was the
that
first
you took,
course.
CHM, sorry, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Restaurant
Yes,
Management.
I don't have any idea actually on what to took during the time, but when they did the campaign and explaining that this is the facility, this is whatnot, and I already have the passion in cooking and
nice.
you know, entertaining people because
yes.
my mom actually really cooks well. And sabi ko, why not try the hospitality management program? And yeah, I was able to finish it. I'm very happy.
Yeah, and even before you became a senior high school teacher now, no, in the UAE, you also dabbled in certain endeavors that's related to your hospitality and restaurant management course. But today, Dave, no, how do you like blend these two kind of poles apart courses, no? Education and then hospitality and restaurant management.
That's actually a nice question to ponder upon, but it's not just all about, you know, having in the hospitality management or indulging yourself into hospitality management where I can only practice what I've learned here for 4 years. The management skills that they have taught me, managing a business perhaps because I'm already in the administrative position in my school, and dealing with people, no? And what else? And a lot of things actually that is intangible that they have taught me during the time. I may not be able to teach my students now on how to cook, how to prepare for a food and beverage setup and whatnot. But something that they have taught me actually is beyond those things that we do in laboratories. Just to add also the information, when I started teaching for senior high school in the Philippines, I was still teaching on TVL.
Oh,
yes, on cookery.
Technology and vocational.
Yes, so the major that was given to me when I was teaching here is on the home economics under TVL. So I was teaching still on events management, food and beverage, cookery. That was for 3 years. It just so happened that when I arrived in the UAE, they're not offering this kind of stuff.
Oh, yes.
So that's the time that I transitioned now to UMS.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of the social studies major that appears.
Humanities and social studies, no? Because that's your major when you took the licensure exam. Yes. Okay. Very nice. Now, you also said that among the responsibilities that you have, because not only are you teaching but you're also into administrative work, is to see to it that students are like up to date with their requirements and even discipline them as to how they will be able to like produce, no, the work that is being given to them. How do you do all this? Or is there a, let me see, it's not really a difference between Filipino students and those from other countries, but it's a mix actually of nationals, no? So how do you cope with all of these, Dave?
It's a challenge. That's something that I would describe my experience there. You know, juggling with the administrative work as an internal and external affairs officer of the school and having some teaching loads. It's actually a challenge. And knowing, you're actually right, knowing that these are not just Filipinos. We have students who are Africans, we have Egyptian, we have Indians as well. And it's a challenge for me. But one one thing is for sure that I always do is I do manage my time properly. Time management has been taught to us way back when we were still in high school and even in college. But right now, I would really say that I was able to provide something to really put an essence to time management. I need to make sure that what is being taught to the students, the outputs that they need to submit should be done and submitted properly on time. And after that this is the time that I need to transition to working to administrative work. It's a challenge, but it's fulfilling. It's fulfilling in the sense that no other profession for me, I could only speak for my experience. No other profession for me could, equate to people who really touches lives and changing lives of the future generation. And knowing that this generation that we have right now is quite challenging. They are the students who experienced the pandemic when they were still young, and now going back to face-to-face. It's a challenge for us actually as a teachers. It's an added challenge. The challenge is already there, and the challenge has doubled.
Right. And to think that these are the so-called Gen Zs, no? Yes. The curriculum, let's talk about the curriculum compared to what we have here in the Philippines, because after all, you had also worked here, no? As a senior high school teacher.
In the UAE, they actually have multiple curriculums that they follow. It depends upon the school that offer. You can choose to have a school that offers American curriculum. You can choose to have a school that offers British curriculum, French curriculum, the Filipino curriculum. For us, we actually are using the Philippine curriculum. For our international students, they are under the American curriculum. Why Philippine curriculum? Because it's easier for these students when they go back to the Philippines, because majority of them wants to study for a college or university here because of the equivalency thing. So it would be easier for them to transition and transfer with the documents coming from a Filipino curriculum school compared to having it somewhere in British or American. It would be harder. It's not impossible, but the thing that they need to process takes time.
Yes, but can they also opt, meaning these students, can they also opt to go to an American school or to a European school, no?
As long as after they collect their documents, they go to have it attested for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because we do it also, we do the processing. So it can be used to enroll to other schools as well. I have a student already who is studying in Canada. The family migrated and they were a student 2 years ago, using our credentials, using the curriculum that they study, and we have it into MOFA, Ministry of Foreign Affairs attestation. The Canadian educational system accepted it.
So in other words, you as an administrator, and as you had mentioned, you're taking care of both internal and external affairs of the school where you are employed, no?
Yes. We still have one person working with linkages, also especially here in the Philippines, because we need to really have linkages.
Yes.
For me, I'm more into connecting people for an external and internal on the community. Because we're connected with the Bayanihan Council. This is the umbrella organization of the embassy. So more of the communication relating to the Filipino community as a whole, connections to our different school where these students were coming from, sort of like a registrar also. It's one of my tasks as well.
It's a wide and
it's
vast,
a broad actually.
Broad responsibility.
Yes, it's a broad
Dave,
responsibility.
No? As if teaching and administrative work is not enough, no? Maybe perhaps at this juncture also of our conversation, Dave, what tips, no, for example, would you advise, or not really like advice, tips that you can share, no, with some of our viewers out there who would like to be in the same shoes that you are wearing now, so to speak, no? Working in a foreign land, working with diverse individuals, students, young people for that matter, no? And doing the work that you are doing now.
I would say that always make sure that you weigh things before you decide, and always make sure that you are not an idealistic person, because you will just be heartbroken afterwards. Success will not come that easy. Success, if I'm going to define it, is a collection of multiple failures that you have done.
No?
With a number, with the experiences that I have, and with the team, with Ma'am Liza, Sir Hubert, who are our heads there in the school, we had a lot of experience with this institution that we're working, clients and other connections that we have. and even with the employees that we have also. So make sure that you're ready to accept the challenge, because when I accepted this challenge, actually, I make sure to myself that I will survive.
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure that I will not consider myself still as a successful person, because there are OFWs after spending 1 year there are really rich afterwards.
Wow. Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
because sometimes if you can really encounter a very good employer, you're really lucky.
Yes.
You're really lucky.
Right.
With the shoes that I'm having right now, you need to make sure that you weigh things.
Yes.
Do not be so idealistic in life, and learn and study who you are.
Yeah. Did you get, I'm interested also, did you get like butterflies in your stomach? Like, was it a difficult decision to go abroad and work there?
It was a difficult decision because throughout the years that I've been here in the Philippines, I never imagined to be working abroad. Even if I'm taking HRM, because majority of the people knows that after you take HRM, you will be going to the cruise ship. It was never in my mind. I don't have plans that time actually. It just so happened that 2016 was the time when the K-12 was implemented. And that's the time also
year, right?
that I graduated.
Yes.
And it opened doors for me. This is the thing that I believe now. God's plan is always bigger.
Yeah.
Even how big your plan is, how rigorous the plan that you have created for your life. If it's not for you, it's not for you. I've been aiming for a lot of jobs in the UAE. I've been trying to apply also as a flight attendant, even though I'm
but
I'm
you're
like
tall.
this.
You're tall.
The excess baggage is there. But it was never my line. It was never the path that maybe God is preparing for me, preparing something. And perhaps this is the path right now.
Right.
I'm not yet sure.
God
really gives you surprises later on.
That's great, no? As you had mentioned, God's plans, no, are greater or are bigger. Now, Dave, because here you are, you came back on campus. Welcome back on campus.
Thank you.
After some time, no?
After
some time. But I think this is one particular time when you can address, no, your former teachers, perhaps even talk to your former your classmates, and talk to everyone, no, who may also find or derive inspiration from where you are now. You have the floor, Dave.
Thank you. First, I would like to say thank you to my teachers here in Foundation University. I know that they're no longer here because they have tried to go for different endeavors in their life. But thank you so much for shaping not just me, but a whole generation of batch that we were here since 2012 to 2016, and not just us actually, but the rest of the generation who come before us and after us. To Ma'am Pidor, our former dean, and of course to Ma'am Charlotte Carino, my former dean also. I had two deans actually when I was still here. Thank you so much for being an inspiration. The teachings that you have bestowed upon us, the knowledge that you have bestowed upon us cannot be replaced. And a student cannot always be as powerful and as I don't have enough word to describe actually what they have done to us. I was really inspired actually with Ma'am Pidor and Ma'am Charlotte, and of course to my teachers before, Ma'am Maricar Morqueda, who else? Ma'am Sir Danya when I was in first year. Sir Bendal was my teacher before,
and he's
also.
He's
still here. And of course Mr. Clifford Ligutom, a friend and also a teacher, and he's working now in one of the biggest flower shop owned by an Emirati in the UAE, Forever Rose London, if I'm allowed to say that. Who else? To all my batchmates, classmates who are working also abroad, if you feel that you're failing right now, do not feel that way, because I know that God has prepared something for us. Something that is delicious takes time to cook.
Yes, wow.
Right?
Truly said like a true Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Restaurant Management. Wow, that's really nice, no? And we wish you well, of course, Dave, no? Wherever God will place you, whatever endeavor or whatever field of endeavor you will be in. But we are truly proud of where you are now. And I know that you can still reach greater heights, Dave.
Thank you.
Salamat for coming back on campus.
Salamat.
And with that, friends, we bring to a close another episode of iGreyhound. We have just been talking to one of our illustrious alumnus in the person of Mr. Dave Osorio, and truly we are mighty proud of the accomplishments of all our alumni and also all foundation nights for that matter. Please do not forget, our replay is on Friday and Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon on Channel 6 of Filproducts TV-Dumaguete. And we are also being streamed live on the Facebook page of Foundation University. Thank you very much once again to my stylist, Miss Rofi of Yvonne's Closet, for my chic clothes on the show as always. This has been Cecile Henove bidding everyone a pleasant evening.
Since its inception in 1949, Foundation University has carved a place in academia, the home of the Greyhound. This school is a vanguard of technology, innovations, strategy, collaboration, and new directions towards excellence and quality. It has grappled with various challenges, most recently the worldwide pandemic. Its faculty and staff, students, and alumni remain true to the core values of excellence, commitment, integrity, and service. Foundation University will soon celebrate its Diamond Jubilee anniversary. It stands ready for what the future holds. We have built a community of influence started by founder Dr. Vicente G. Cinco. It is committed to a mission of making education accessible to all. On our 75th, Foundation University thrives to consistently realize its mission and vision, strives to be relevant in the exigencies of the times, comes alive despite circumstances, and in the process makes a headway for a high five to the rest of the world.
High five!
Located at Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental, Philippines, Foundation University is an institution that strives to provide quality education for all. Continues to be at the forefront of innovative teaching and academic excellence. Founded by Dr. Vicente G. Cinco in 1949. FU has become a home to diverse foundationites coming from different regions and cities in the Philippines. It is a non-profit, non-sectarian institution, accessible to all, offering several fields of study for its undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate students through blended learning. Serves to educate and further develop individuals to become productive, creative, and responsible citizens of society. Foundation University proves it is an institution prepared to face adversities and challenges, as innovation is the heart of its goal. Despite the obstruction of a global pandemic, the university continues to pursue its development plans, create action, and bring its vision into a suitably adaptive reality. In FU, we ensure that no students are left behind. We stay true and commit to provide the best education to all foundationites. We foster a dynamic and progressive environment that cultivates effective learning, generates innovative ideas, responds to societal needs, and offers opportunities for all. Through the Global Giving platform, our dreams and visions are slowly turning into possibility through financial support and donations. One important project that Foundation U spearheads is the Foundation Preparatory Academy Science Wing. This concept was developed to precisely address the issues facing science education at the elementary and high school levels. This concept was developed to precisely address the issues facing science education at the elementary and high school levels through the aid of advanced technology, improvement of science laboratories, and equipment for enhanced academic learning. Teaching science subjects pose a challenge for most mentors and teachers. Most students have a low performance and less interest in science subjects. This may be caused by the lack of illustrations that would best explain the topics and intricacies of the subject matters. To address this growing problem, we saw the adaptation and use of audiovisual presentations and actual hands-on experiments in science education. Video clips are to be utilized to help explain the science theories and concepts. Availability of science laboratory rooms with complete equipment. We aim to become a catalyst of transformation where every student develops a high interest in science education. Through the development and construction of Science Wing FPA, we believe that it will greatly create a positive impact to the community where science is a fundamental learning in our daily lives. We want your help in building this dream project into reality. We assure you that any form of assistance, may it be financial help or manpower sources, are put to work in what is being planned and serves its purpose.
Welcome to Foundation University, the home of the Greyhounds. Programs offered. Become who you want to be with our state-of-the-art facilities. Conducive for learning. An eco-friendly environment. With friendly, reliable, and committed. Staff and faculty. Are you ready for an experience? Join us. Make a difference. Be a foundational.
The entire world has been on the cusp of its fourth industrial revolution, the era of artificial intelligence, robotics, and smart devices. Not only do these changes influence our lifestyle, they shape the future of jobs and the skill sets students must master to face what is required of them. Education 4.0 is here, and FU has your back. Deciding on whether or not to attend university, as well as which university to go to, are tough decisions to make. We're here to assure you that continuing your education at FU is well worth your while. Why? Because we focus on quality, innovation, and versatility to guarantee students the preparation they need for the real world. In 2015, the World Economic Forum reported the fluctuations in core skill sets and how they continue to change drastically. What was once demanded has faded away into automated jobs, and what is now sought for in the job force are complex problem-solving skills, emotional intelligence, creativity, and precise communication skills. People must also adapt to incorporating smart technology, robotics, and artificial intelligence in several fields now. Research has shown that the safest jobs that won't become automated anytime soon by robots are careers in creativity, innovation, and people-oriented positions. It's a huge transition the next generation has to face, and that's you. But there is no need to worry. In fact, it's time to get excited. With big change comes big opportunity, and FU has fully integrated Education 4.0 to prepare you. So what exactly is Education 4.0? It means the synthesis of smart technology to promote independent digital learning at a student's pace. Essentially, a student can learn theoretical knowledge and soft skills at home while honing practical skills face-to-face. FU already demonstrated its prepared and adaptive state by having the iPad program in place before the pandemic hit. And we managed to quickly switch to online courses for our students, unlike any other university in Negros Oriental. As Benjamin Franklin once said, failing to prepare is preparation for failure. We want every student to succeed and will do whatever it takes. We realize that job security means skill set flexibility. If you have an entire arsenal of skills at your disposal, then you can choose between a whole host of jobs upon graduation. And if you feel prepared for a new chapter in your life, you'll excel with a strong foundation of confidence. Our Foundation University Expanded Learning Program, aka FUEL, has not only allowed FU students across the Philippines to continue learning despite the pandemic from the comfort and safety of their own home. It has brought forth the opportunity to advance each student's skills with technology. It's an absolute must in the 21st century to navigate the threshold of the internet and software programs through our electronic devices. We saw our own faculty create innovative approaches for transitioning their lectures and laboratory courses online, as well as our students' ability to adapt to virtual classrooms and enhance their self-discipline. It doesn't matter if it's online or on campus. FU graduates come out on top not only feeling more prepared than other graduates around the nation. They are more prepared. This is because our unique pedagogies break what's outdated in traditional teaching methods. We incorporate the latest webinars and workshops from experts all over the world. We make sure every student becomes fluent in the language of technology and relevant software programs for their fields of study. We emphasize constructive feedback in our courses and guarantee each class to be a safe space for discussions. We promote cross-cultural communication skills across every discipline, and we continuously update our curriculums because that's what preparation is all about. The bottom line is, we religiously adapt to keep our students ahead. There's nothing like knowing you are fully capable and ready for the job market that's at your disposal. It may seem intimidating to see the long, exhaustive list employers put out for potential candidates because they're trying to make their lives easier. So we have concentrated on making it easy for our students. We make sure that they can check off every asset on the list. The average person goes through about 12 different jobs in their lifetime. So what if an innovative education steeped in the right direction could get you there with ease? That is what FU is offering. It's not only about job opportunities, it's job opportunities for decades to come.